Hello friends. Now we discuss chapter 1 of standard 11 part 2. Already we discussed many concepts in chapter 1. Now we start with volume. So what is volume? We already know volume is a multiplication of length, width and height. The unit of volume is centimeter cube. Also it is milliliter. 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 mm. 1 liter is equal to 1 decimeter cube. We know the value of deci is 10. It is also equal to 1000 centimeter cube, meter cube. Now the next one is density. So what is density? Density is equal to mass by volume. Anything which having mass, if you divide its mass by the volume which occupied by that mass, we get the density. SI unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. The next is temperature. There are three units of temperature: Celsius, Kelvin and Fahrenheit. There is one conversion of two units. That how we convert Kelvin into Celsius. So 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. So if you convert Celsius into temperature, just add 273 in Celsius. Then we get value of temperature in Kelvin. The second conversion is between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So 0 degree Celsius is equal to 32 Fahrenheit and 37 degree Celsius is equal to 98.6 Fahrenheit, which is our normal body temperature. And 100 degree Celsius boiling point of water is equal to 212 Fahrenheit. So there is one equation by which you can convert Celsius into Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit into Celsius. So if you want to convert Celsius into Fahrenheit, the equation is degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 degree Celsius plus 32, in which you will get the answer in Fahrenheit. Now our next point is uncertainty in measurement. When we measure an object, there is some uncertainty because we cannot measure a minute particle in precise result. That's why there is some uncertainty is observed in chemistry. For example, Avogadro number. Avogadro number contains 24 digits. The value of Avogadro number is 6.022 22 times 00. So it is very large number. It is very difficult to calculate this to use this number and perform mathematical operation. So in chemistry, simplification of this large number is done by using power of 10. So the power of 10 may be minus or plus, which is exponential notation. The scientific notation of Avogadro number is done with the help of this formula, which is n into 10 raised to n. What is n? N is the exponent. Value of n may be positive or negative. N is a coefficient. The value of coefficient may, in between 1 to 10. For example, Avogadro number. If you want to convert this Avogadro number in scientific notation, we can write 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Means the power, we use power to reduce the figure. The another example is 0.0493604. So if you want to convert this, we can write 4.9. The decimal point is moving towards the right. That's why it is minus 2. So here exponent is minus 2 and our coefficient is 4.9. Mathematical calculation on number within written in scientific notation means how we can do mathematical operation of scientific notation. First, we discuss addition and subtraction. Here, what value is given? A into 10 raised to n plus b into is equal to 10 raised to n plus a plus b. This happen only if the power of means exponent term of 10 is same. Same for subtraction. Let's take one example. 6.62 into 10 raised to minus 4 plus 4.31 into 10 raised to 3. Here the power of 10 is different. So if you want to do addition, we have to convert 4 into 3 or 3 into 4. Okay? We have to make the power same to make addition of this number. Okay? So we change this value 4.31 into 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to 4 by just moving decimal point towards left. Okay, so we get this value. So we can easily calculate the scientific addition of this number, that is 10 raised to 4. Now the power is same, so 10 raised to 4 are common. Now just add 6.2 and the rest of figure. Same way for subtraction. Here power are different, so make the power equal. Then do the simple subtraction and we get the answer. Another are multiplication and division. There is no need to convert power, change power or make power same in multiplication and division in scientific notation term. For example, here the power of first term and second term are different. In addition, in multiplication of scientific figure, addition of power is done. Here power of first figure is 3 while power of second figure is 4. So just add this power 3 plus 4, it is 7, and multiply the coefficient 2.4 and 5.6. Same way in division, if two terms are in division, subtract the power of 10. Here 11 minus 5 and divide the coefficient term by simple method, we get the answer. Now, uncertainty in measurement. What is uncertainty in measurement? When we perform chemical practical, we never get the same data in practical. Means our result and our partner result may be different. So there are two terms in uncertainty. One is accuracy and second one is precise. So what is accuracy? Means if we have small amount of particle or small number of particle, we get accurate result. But as shown in slide, there is number of particle, so our result may be different. It is not precise or accurate. So how we get identify which result is accurate and which result is precise? So it is very easy to identify accurate result and precise result. We understand accuracy and precise by taking one example. Here total 4 persons are there who calculate the number of particles in given sample. The sample are same, person A, person B, person C and person D. Doing the counting, first time person A get 103 result, 104, 105, 106 and 107. Average count is 105. Okay, total means total divided by 4. 4 times we calculate. Now value of measurement close to each other. Here see 103, 104, 10, they are close to each other, and value close to the average value. Means average value is close to the correct value. The correct value of the sample is 105. So here the result is accurate because the average value and correct value are same. Also the result is precise. Why? Because the value means observation are very close to each other. That's why it is precise result. Now see the second person, the value are near to each other, but the average value is not near to correct value. Means the result of person P is precise because means the observation is very close, but the average value is not close to correct value. Means it is not the accurate value. The person P result is precise but not accurate. Now see the result of person C. Means here see result is different, also value are also different. So there is no accuracy, there is no accuracy, but it is precise result. The last percent की observation are neither accurate nor precise because the value are not close to each other. Also the average value is not close to the correct value. Now our next point is significant figure. What is significant figure? So in science we deal with numbers, and it is very important for us to calculate and identify the numbers which is given in data. So how we find significant figure? Here see 1.95 ml is given. The uncertainty is indicated by writing the certain digit and the last uncertain digit. Here volume 16.3 ml. Certain measurement is 16 while uncertain measurement is 3. The uncertainty would be plus or minus 1 in the result. So how we determine the significant numbers in our calculation? So there are some rules. First rule is all non-zero numbers are significant. Means all non-zero 1 to 9 numbers are significant. For example, here 8, 9, 7. There are 3 significant numbers. 0, 2, 3. Here 2, 3 are non-zero. So 2 significant numbers are there. 9.87. There are 3 significant numbers. The second rule is zeros preceding the first non-zero number are non-significant. Means here 0 preceding the non-zero numbers. Here these 2 0 are non-significant. So the significant number is 3 to 5. So total 3 significant numbers are there. Third rule is 0 between the two non-zero digits are significant. Here 0 is in between two non-zero numbers. That's why 0 can consider as significant number. So the total number of significant number in this 5.01 is 3. The third rule is all 0 placed at the end or the right of the numbers are significant, provided they are on the right side of the decimal point. Here see 0.400. These two 0 are right side of decimal point. That's why these two 0 considered as significant number while this 0 is not. So total number of significant number in 0.400 is 3. The last rule is exact number or numbers that are obtained by counting rather than measuring are assumed to have infinite significant numbers. Means exact number that we get, for example 1 upon 0, we can't get any value. So all these numbers are significant. Rules to determine significant figure. So now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here 8 number of apples are there. So we can write 8.000. So it is significant number. Now our next point is determination of significant figures in mathematical calculation. Now addition and subtraction of significant figure. By adding and subtracting numbers, the result should have the same number of digits to write to the decimal place as the original number. Here 16.25 plus 22.0 plus 2.062. The value is 40.31. Here we get the value 14.312. So the significant figure is 14.3 here. While multiplying, the result must be reported with the same number of significant figure as 3. There are measurement with few significant numbers. Multiplication and division of significant figure. If you multiply 12.984 multiply by 2.5, then the answer is 32.46. But here significant figure is 2.5. So our answer is 32. Because 46 we have to write 32. If we divide 5.7634 by 1.28, we get the answer 4.507027. Here significant number is 3. So our answer is 4.50 only. round of number. So how what is the rule of rounding of the significant figure? So first rule is, if the last digit is greater than 5, then the preceding number is increased by 1. For example, if it is 3.56, then we have to write 4. Here 1.347. So here 7 is larger than 5. So preceding number will be 1.38. Rule 2 is, if the last digit to be removed is less than 5, then the preceding is not changed. For example, 5.332. If we remove 2, so the preceding number 3 is unchanged. So our value is 5.33 only. Third rule is, if the last digit to be removed is equal to 5, then the preceding number is left as it is. If it is even, else it is increased by 1. So if equal to 5, then we significant number remain same. For example, 7.45. Here if we want to remove 5, then the significant number will be 7.4. There is no change in value. But if it is 7.35, here 3 is close to 5. That's why it is increased to 7.4. Now, factor, label, unit factor method and dimension analysis in uncertainty measurement. Inch to centimeter, centimeter to inch, grams to kilogram and kilogram to grams. We can means convert our different length parameter, weight parameter into another length and weight parameter. Now it is one factor which used to convert one measurement to another measurement. For example, we know 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. So factor 1 factor is equal to 1 inch upon 2.54 centimeter. If you want to convert centimeter into inch. If you want to convert inch to centimeter, then the factor is 2.54 by 1. We have to multiply this factor to convert inch to centimeter and centimeter to inch. It is conversion factor. Let's take one example in which we convert one measurement unit to another measurement unit. For example, convert 5 inch to centimeter. Now we know what is the unit factor. It is 254 by 1. So multiply 5 inch by 254 by 1, we get the answer. Here each inch get cancel out. Multiply 5 with 2.54, we get answer in centimeter. So 5 inch is equal to, we get value of this into centimeter. If you want to convert centimeter into inch, then this factor is changed. Means 1 divided by 254 is used. We get the value of above example is 5 inch is equal to 10.70 centimeter. If the conversion involves many steps, then the conversion factor are used in such a way that the unit of preceding factor cannot out. Means above here we convert inch to centimeter, so say inch cannot be considered out. Now how calculate the number of steps in 3 days? Means we have to convert day into first hours. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So the factor is 1 upon 24. Now 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So the factor is 1 upon 60 minutes. To convert hour into minutes. Now 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So the conversion factor is 1 upon 60 seconds. Now we have to convert 3 day into seconds. So first 3 day 2 hour by 24 by 1. Now hour to minute 60 upon 1. Now minute to second 60 upon 1. So minute cancel out, hour cancel out, the day cancel out. We get the answer in second, which is